Hello learners, welcome to MAGKAT-ON Corner. In this video, we will explore the theories of knowledge and truth determination. Every day, we are confronted with news, claims, and announcements from our peers, family members, figures of authority, the government, and media. How do we know that what they are telling us is true? In today's society, we are often bombarded with a lot of information. Most of these are helpful, but there are some that seem to mislead us or are even utterly false. These kinds of information often have a negative impact in our lives. With these foregoing premises, one must learn how to determine truth from false information. On this, philosophy offers different theories of knowledge which can help us tackle the concepts of knowing and truth, and arrive at a reasonable assessment whether a statement, idea, or event is believable. Number 1 is the correspondence theory. Correspondence theory states that something is true if it corresponds to reality or the actual state of affairs. This theory assumes a direct relationship between an idea and reality, and that a statement can be taken as fact. For example, it is wrong to say that pigs fly a little or that man gives birth to twins, because clearly these information do not correspond to reality. On the other hand, it is correct to say that a dog barks or that a fish swims through water, because these information correspond to reality and hence can be taken as facts. Next is the coherence theory. Coherence theory proposes that something is true if it makes sense when placed in a certain situation or context. Based on this perspective, there is a possibility that there will be varied truths from different perspectives. For example, in the context of Islam belief, eating pork is prohibited. So this belief will always be true for Muslims because it conforms to the context of their doctrine. But for non-Muslims, this information might be true or not true depending on individual context. Another example. In a democratic country, laws that are related to democracy will always be true for the people in that country. But of course, non-democratic laws might cause doubts and confusions because these laws do not conform to the known legalities of democracy. An example of this is the freedom of expression. Another example. A news about a famous philanthropist has spread recently that he stole something. Being a known philanthropic, stealing does not cohere to his master status. So, this information might be believable or unbelievable and hence needs a thorough investigation to determine the truth. Number 3 is the Constructivist theory. Constructivist theory holds that knowledge is shaped by social forces and influenced by culture and history. What is true or what a person considers true is shaped or constructed by his society or culture. For example, in a society that put high regards to marriage as a sacred union, sanctity of marriage will always be true in that society, and divorce or any marriage nullification policies is not part of their constructed beliefs. On another hand, for a society who regarded marriage as only a plain union of two consenting adults, sanctity of marriage is not part of the constructed beliefs of the people in such society. Consequently, divorce or any marriage nullification procedures are not a big deal for them. Then, the consensus theory. Consensus theory views that knowledge is based on agreement or consensus of everybody, or that something is true if almost everyone confirms that it is true. Consensus is also used to determine the truth of scientific claims, where experts must agree on a certain phenomenon before it can be established as true. For example, a recent social media post about the death of a famous actor became controversial because fans did not believe that it was true. However, since majority of the persons who are in position to confirm about the news have confirmed that it is true, such information is considered a truth because there is now a consensus of confirmation. Another example: an information regarding the postponement of a barangay election is circulating on media. The news, however, seems dubious. So, in order to verify its truthfulness, a consensus confirmation of the concerned persons who are authorized to make such announcements must be looked into, since they are the reliable sources. And finally, the pragmatic theory. Pragmatic theory holds the view that something is true if we can put it into practice or is useful in real life. It also believes that ideas should be continually tested to confirm their validity. Pragmatic theory is most applicable in scientific method, where experiments are designed to test hypotheses or to confirm conclusions. This theory holds the view that for an information to be true, it must be personally experienced or observed by the doubter. The theories on knowledge provide us varied perspectives in analyzing truth. Not one of these theories, however, can perfectly claim to be the most accurate measure of truth. In determining the validity and reliability of ideas, statements, and claims, we need to use a combination of these theories to arrive at a reliable assessment of what is truth. Once again, the theories of knowledge and truth determination are correspondence theory, coherence theory, constructivist theory, consensus theory, and pragmatic theory. I hope you have applied these philosophical ways in determining the truth in your lives. Thank you very much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you learned something from this video.